subject. Deep down, I feel we sort of forget the emotional aspect of the kid of life, and kids should be given a platform to express themselves. So I came up with this idea some 5 years ago when I felt there's one thing that is missing in life. I feel even as adults, you're not given a platform to express yourself. And with self-expression being the fundamental of life, it gives an avenue to so many possibilities. Imagine an artist who knows they can draw, but they never have a canvas, or they never have a pen, or paint. We never see their creation. And so social emotional learning is a platform that gives kids the ability to express themselves through storytelling, writing, through creativity, through public speaking, all this. And so the program is tailored for the individual needs of a school, of a community, of a kid, to give them the stepping stones that will give them interpersonal skills that will guide them in life, at home, and even in school. So what the program does is the wholesome package. So we are partnering with schools to run the program. It's called social emotional learning, and ours is called I Am Unique. We harness the uniqueness in every kid through activities, through play. Kids learn through play. And we found this approach to be very impactful because kids are feeling the gist of this even outreach into the program. Because once you touch the heart of the kid, you have opened their windows, you have created avenues where they can confine in you, they can express themselves. So the platform is basically about equipping kids with the necessary skills to thrive, and it is done to play, to creativity, the draw, the sing, the dance, the write, the journal, and which takes me to my book. I have a book about this. It's called I Am Unique book. They would show you. This is my book. You can see. It's a self-discovery book. I will send the link here. You can get the book from Gloria Store. Gloria Store is in Nairobi, Moyaveni, Yashara, sorry, the bazaar, 11th floor. So you can get the book for yourself and also for the kids. So that's about the program we're running in schools and in community, and that is the gist of it. Lucy.
Thank you, Nathan. That was really insightful. And you mentioned about your book. How do you think the book is able to help? Is it for children only, or is it a journal? Is it what kind of book is it, and how does it tie into what you do as a mental health specialist, and also for the social emotional learning program that you run?
The book is about self-expression. So unlike the books you read and write, this is a book that asks you about yourself. So like right now, when you go into social media, like for example, like Facebook, Facebook will tell you 1,000 stories about other people talking about you. So the goal of this book is to maybe concentrate a bit. The goal of this book is to help you write your own story, to help you navigate through life in another way. And maybe to start, the book asks you questions, very specific questions about yourself. For example, how I feel today. So there are emojis, there are 4 emojis, it's very good, it's okay, it's sad, it's crying. So you ask to shade or color a face and indicate why. So this section helps you regulate your emotions. And once you're able to regulate your emotions, you're able to understand yourself and know that you got this, you got this. Then there's a section about gratitude. So you ask, what are you grateful for today? And for me today, I'm grateful for this session. It's an opportunity for me to share my story with the world. I'm also grateful for my day, which went well. I'm grateful for my food. I'm grateful for the people in my life. I'm grateful for my health, good health. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for everything, that is good in my life. And what needs to be changed, I'm okay with it because we have action steps for that. Then there's that section in the book, which is what are the five best things about there's a different question every day. There are different questions that are asked every day to help you realize yourself. Because I feel with self-expression, you have the gist of life. You have something to bring back to. Anytime you feel you're losing it, you can always be reminded that separate from you, like just a calculation, just a passing cloud in the God. And also the book helps you to record the beautiful things that are happening in your life. For example, every day you ask amazing things that happen today. Notice you haven't been asked the time the exact things that happen today. You've been asked amazing things that happen today. This is to tune your mind to be optimistic. Okay? And when you're optimistic, that's when you get a good thing. That's when life gets a beautiful trajectory that is very definite for you. Then also there's a weekly assessment. After every 7 days, you fill in a section where you write what is special about the week. There's a lot for that. Then you ask what did you do better than your week. Then something I learned this week, right? Something I made. And also what I want to do next week and parent of guidance. So in a sense, this is a very family-friendly book that builds family cohesion. And one of the key reasons I am doing this project is because I feel a lot of families are falling apart because, as I said earlier, there's so many distractions today. A lot of parents spend less than their children than is expected. Because, of course, they go to school very early and they come home late. And due to the parents, most parents spend a lot of time in work, and so they go home late. And so the time they spend with their kids is very minimal, which will be the key part. And then this book, it helps you to get to understand what is the kid going through or what happened today. So you're able to understand your kid at a very deep level through understanding. And so I highly recommend this book to every kid, to every parent, because it is an essential tool that equips you with the necessary skills to thrive emotionally, intellectually, and even spiritually. Another question?
Yeah, thank you for that, Nathan. Thanks everyone for joining this session. I see we are about 24 of us, so keep sharing the link with your classmates so that we can have more people gaining from this session. So I'll first, Bill, I'm coming to you, but there's a question on the chat box from Robinson Carey. He says, hey Nate, thank you for taking time to talk about this topic. Really insightful. I'd love to know if there are any other remedies for bipolar disorder aside the usual prescribed medication.
Can I answer that now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So with bipolar, maybe the answer I have for that is quite unconventional. Maybe we've not been told that imagination creates reality, but I do believe, even from experience and from studies that have been done, there's medication, there's the medication aspect of bipolar, but also there's the spiritual stroke, the mindful and thoughtful approach, which that can be taken. And I would love maybe to talk to Robinson theory with you later for an in-depth discussion. Maybe to get you on how to go about it, but if anything is first accepted in your mind, in your brain, then it goes to the rest of the parts of the body. And so through imagination, through thinking, through thought, you can change, you can heal yourself, you can heal a disease, you can heal someone else. So this is not just science, it is also spiritual. We all have the ability to heal ourselves. And to answer it clearly about another remedy, aside the usual prescription, is through a mindfulness approach where you use your thinking pattern to rewire what you think is true. Okay, so I'll happily take it through that.
Delta, go ahead. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just to give good feedback about the book. My son, this is I think the third month that my son is engaging with the book, and I have seen tremendous results and great improvement in terms of self-confidence, in terms of how he expresses himself. And I must say I have learned a lot through what he writes and the sessions he goes through with Nathan every evening. Actually, he was asking whether he can join in today's session. What I would encourage each and every person, please invest on positivity, and you will never go wrong. I've seen great results. I've seen him, like, he's able to tell me what he feels, what is not working for him, especially like in school, and also here at home, he's able to express himself and also to tell us that, look, mom, I don't want to do this. Can you allow me to do it next time because of ABCD? Actually, he will even insist. It's not that I'm respecting you, but I'm humbly requesting, can I be allowed to do this, to take this decision right now, or to maybe to look into it maybe next week? So mine is to encourage each and every person, and not only those who have children, even your personal growth, you need this book. This is a therapy that each and every person needs, because I also have the book. My husband also has the book, and we compare notes every evening. And I remember there is a time we compared notes as well with Casey and Betty, and it is a wonderful therapy. It is a therapy that we have seen doing, giving great feedback, even like the time we went for the alumni, and the boys and the girls who were given a present of that book, what feedback we got from those kids, it was just out of this world. And it is a book that I would encourage yourself. I think it's just 700. Just buy a 700 book, start your journal, start your journey, and you will thank me later. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dilha, for the feedback. Yeah, we've worked a beautiful journey with you and your son and your family, and I'm so delighted to hear the positivity around your family and your son. And it's all about self-discovery. It's all about knowing that we are spiritual beings in the human existence, and anything through a certain channel. It's called a secret that we are invited to share.
Okay, yeah. So we are open to now more questions, but as we're waiting for them, either to go to be kind or so if you have a question or any comment, please just raise your hand and we'll schedule them. So Nate, from what Bill has shared, could you maybe address why it's important to have these kinds of programs for children and also for parents? Because I think we didn't have those kind of things growing up. So what benefit have you seen it has had, and why should what do you think it's important to see in that in this program?
I think Viola should have something to share the answer on that. Feel like something to contribute. Viola?
Yeah, it is important for each and every person to go through this kind of a session or rather a therapy because I cannot give what I don't have. So if I invest on this therapy and on this positivity, definitely I will give the same positivity to my children or to whoever I am relating with. So actually, I had spoken also to Nate that now the Nate senior, because even my son is called Nate Kamau, I had spoken to Nate senior that it is also important for him to introduce the same in school because I felt even if I work so hard at home and he's not getting the same maybe positivity in school, it might not work all around. And it is something that we are working around it. So it is very important, you as a mom, you as a dad, and the children to walk through the journey. Actually, it is something that now it is in the system of my son that once he comes from school, he sits down, does his homework, and now he has a session. He has created his own timetable that after the homework, I have to do my unique book before I go to play. After coming to play, he knows by 7:30 he's starting the session with Uncle Nate, and now he goes through the session. So it is very important for each and every kid to know what is expected of him, and because out here things are just I must say that things are not the way we grew up. So right now the social media is the one that is forming our children. The TV, the Facebook, and everything. But when you let your kid know what is supposed to be done or what he needs to know, I think it will be very important because in the first place, they look up to the parents. Then they look up, they will copy what you're doing. So I think it is very important for us to go back to the basics and have those sessions, just like the way we used to go and get the wisdom and mawaida from our shosh and our gukas. I still feel like it's the same journey that we are having with the children, and they are getting that wisdom now from our parents, from us as the parents, instead of letting them to be told by the world, just like the way Netinia has said. So many books are telling us about other people, but there's no book that is telling us about this book is telling is a story telling you about you. So it is an important journey for each and every person to get along with. Thank you.
Exactly. That is so profound. Yeah, and to add on to that, so you have something? Yeah, to add on to that, another aspect we are addressing here is the loss of identity. And many of you can attest to this. Our society is gradually losing. Like I feel the morals are fading away. It's different as it was with us, with our generation. And so I feel something is not done right in a very practical way. It lose people who are not leaders, it lose leaders who are kind, who are empathetic. And so the book and the program is about helping the kids redefine themselves, helping the kids know who they are at a different level. And I'm so proud, I'm so proud of the kids who have gone through the program and have shared their stories with us. For example, when we were in the years, last time for the food camp, for the food food camp, yeah, there's a certain kid called, he was called Noah. So Noah had a very interesting story. I gave him an assignment the last time in there for the alumni day and asked them the kids to start a self-discovery journey. And then from that journey, they start a project. They discover what they're good at and they work on each of these things. Then in the book, they would choose the process, they record their days, they record their weeks, and after some time, we are going to award them. So two of those things accomplished that, and they were happy to share with us that transformation. So this boy called Longo, he had a very interesting story. Even he was so emotional sharing his transformation with us. Till her Lucy and Betty, I know you can remember this very clear. So this has to do with the heart of the kid. And once you reach the heart, like I said earlier, you can change the future of a kid. So this is not just on the surface level that achieve this and this today, then tomorrow you're fine. No, this is about transforming things forever. Like for me, there's something that profoundly happened to me and all the people in kindergarten. I went to a kindergarten where the proprietor of the school was also our teacher. And so she was called Mrs. Mwangi. Mrs. Mwangi had the heart of a teacher and a mother. And I remember I used to stammer. I was a very happy stammerer. And she didn't look down on me, no teacher looked down on me. And I remember her holding my hand and telling me I believe in myself, that I'm great, I can do wonderful things in my life. And I think she's one of the reasons I'm working on this project, because when someone tells you such words and they look you in the face and tell you how wonderful you are and that you can do amazing things with your life, no matter your situation or position, your life changes. So I felt it's only believed in me, and over time, I was able to overcome my stammering. Yeah? And I would attest to this family because I know what that felt and 5 years ago. And now looking back, it's those words that this Monday told me that stuck in my mind that you can achieve something great when one believes in you. So it's about the positivity that impacts in people and helping them realize themselves through self-expression.
Thank you for that, Nathan. So anyone else with questions? Bill, thank you for your testimonial. So guys, start engaging and asking questions. I can't see raised hands, but just feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Bill has a hand.
Oh, Bill, okay. I thought it was down. Oh, Bill.
No, actually, I had raised from way before. I'll put in as we continue. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, as we wait for people to either type in their questions, feel free to type your question or raise your hand, and then I'll schedule you to ask Coach Nathan a question. So when I look at the poster that we shared on our socials, Nathan, we had 5 points there. The first one was, do you desire to take charge of your life? Learn how to overcome limiting beliefs, bounce back from depression, put a stop to imposter syndrome, live a wholesome, purposeful, and fulfilling life. So I see we have about 15 minutes to go to this session, and I just want this last few minutes, you just give insight on how people can live a wholesome, purposeful life, because I know there are people who will reach out to you in the end, will ask you to share your details, because they can reach out to you as a therapist or for their children, to work with their children in the social emotional learning program. But in your opinion, how do you make sure that you conquer it, or whether you're going through depression or you have anxiety issues or you're struggling with any other issue that probably someone is not able to type in the chat box?
Interesting. One question to ask yourself is every day in the morning when you wake up, ask yourself, is what I'm about to do today the most important thing? And then have the wisdom and the courage to build your life around you. Listen to yourself more and have the courage to share the rest of the world. Easier said than done. So remember, your mind has a tactical advantage over you. Your mind has a tactical advantage over you. For that means your mind knows it better than you know it. And that way it's easier for you to scroll through social media than read a book that speak about finance. So number one is to know that in something in us that is hindering us from achieving that which we aim right for us, which is your mind. And your mind is created from your thoughts. And firstly, I came across this quote I think last week. I said, if you are not who you wanted to be as a kid, then you are not living the best life. And that is hard. If you are not who you wanted to be as a kid, then you're not disabled. And then the possibility, am I in that life? And so one of the biggest drawbacks to that possibility is childhood trauma. And that is what is affecting most adults. As a therapist, I would tell you for sure that 99% of childhood trauma is the pain you went through as a kid, and you carried it up until now. And you've never had an avenue to release that pain, to heal yourself, to heal and forgiveness. And so you could achieve success, like material success, but something is lacking. You have love, but you feel something is lacking. You have, but you feel something is lacking. There's a gap, and that gap will be filled by something that is psychological, which is feeling yourself from the childhood trauma. And a lot of us maybe were not fully supported as kids, and so we felt insecure, we felt safe around our environment and around people keeping us. And a sure way of living that life that you desire, even overcoming depression and unhappiness, is number one, to yourself from childhood trauma. This is the biggest syndrome that is even greater than the imposter syndrome which you're going to in a clinic. So childhood trauma was caused since you were a kid, even before you were born. The pain that your mom went through in her womb, the stories that came across her mind had an effect on you subconsciously. So the brain has two parts: the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is a decision you can do right now, like me picking this pen, a conscious decision of me. So the subconscious mind is affected by the conscious mind, whereby the thoughts you think every single day determine your future. For example, in a day, you think 65,000 to 75,000 thoughts. Every single day, 90% of those thoughts are the thoughts you had the previous day. So meaning, you only have a 10% chance of changing your life. Because again, as you said, your mind knows it better than you. And so, how to overcome these tactical advantages the mind has is for you to be very deliberate about it. Number one, if you feel you have some baggage you carried over the years, start by healing it. And there are forums, for example, in Nairobi, and we have the organizations that put up retreats, like we are going to have a retreat in August on the 29th on healing and forgiveness. So we need to forgive everyone who wronged us, and we also need to forgiveness so that we move forward as the same person who is confident and who is free from worry and fear. So from childhood trauma, create a clear and definite life where you dedicate time for yourself every single day. For example, when you wake up in the morning, dedicate a full 1 hour for self-discovery or personal development. That means you don't touch your phone to get into social media. You sit down without distraction, you listen to yourself, you pray, you meditate, you do your affirmation, whatever means for you, whatever solution for you, start with that. So by this means you start suspending the disbelief that has been indoctrinated in you since childhood, and you start creating your own body from that standpoint. Then, from that point, you get bounce back. All right. Once you bounce back, you get to heal yourself from all this trauma that you talked about. You start feeling happy about yourself. You start feeling even the life that you felt when you are here. Because I feel this is what most people are looking for, and they're looking for this fulfillment from external things. So the way to find yourself is from tapping in that power that is within you. Even the Bible says there's a verse where Jesus was asking his disciples, Master, what is the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So we are looking for fulfillment, for enlightenment, for happiness from external things, yet it is all within us. So the only way to find that fulfillment you're looking for is to tap something that is within you. Listen to your heart more, sit quietly, and listen to your thoughts, observe your thoughts, regulate your emotions. And most importantly, if you have a challenge with that, find a mentor, find a therapist, find a psychologist, find a coach who will help you if you have a challenge with that. Or questions?
Thank you for that, Nathan. So guys, we have about 8 minutes to go. So if you have any pressing question that you feel you can share on this platform, kindly just raise your hand or just unmute yourself and ask the question. But at the end, we'll ask Nathan to share his contact information for anyone who might want to consult him for his psychology work, his work as a therapist, or your children, that he can take you through the social emotional learning program. So yeah, the forum is open. I'll just mute myself for a minute and I'll just allow 1 or 2 of you to ask a question. So feel free, guys. We didn't ask you to send Q&A before, questions before, so I don't have any questions to ask on behalf of anyone. So feel free. There's no issue.
Hi, Betty. Hi.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate you for being part of us. Yeah, so I just want to make a comment, and I think I told you the last time we met, and about
Mrs. Mwangi, your childhood mentor. I think most of us did not go through that, especially for us. Most of us went to Nyandarua body. I hope the teachers are not here. We received very mean comments from teachers. And what you're saying about childhood traumas is that I came to realize that those things have been affecting me even up to now at my age, because one of the teachers really, she said something very mean that has stuck in my mind for all these many years. So thank God for Miss Mwangi. And anyway, it's a process of healing and unlearning and starting to believe in ourselves again, especially for me. Yeah, so yeah, that is the comment I wanted to make. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm sure you are welcome for therapy.
Yes. We have a date.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel most adults have struggling with childhood trauma, and they're resorting to certain things, which is not a solution. So, like, you need to go to, like, there's a wholesome person who has put off the weight on your shoulders, you know, also like easily, effortlessly. You have soul, you got resentment, you don't take your parents, you don't take your teachers. The gift that you should always feel. Your hand is raised.
No, it's been like that. Maybe you lower your hand or you want to stand up.
Yeah, it's about affirmation. They are really important. And I've been working on different affirmations every morning, every day. And also the kids, they have very nice affirmations for kids, depending on the age. And they are really working. And I would encourage us to keep on affirming to ourselves, because before you wait for others to clap on yourself, start clapping on yourself early in the morning. By the time you're getting to the office or wherever you're going, you're psyched up and no one can even try to keep you down or tell you otherwise. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Joseph Musa, your hand up.
Bonacea, your hand is up. I don't know, maybe he raised it by mistake or anyway. So yeah, we are almost coming to a conclusion of this session. Thank you everyone for showing up and listening. And I've shared on the chat box. Oh, Chairman, you're here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi guys, good to see all of you. For me, it's just to thank everyone who's joined in. Oh, and this beautiful girl is saying hi to all of you. Hi.
Hi.
For me, it's just to thank Nathan and the organizers of this forum. I have learned something today that your mind thinks or captures 65,000. Remember 65,000 things in a day. I hope I'm right, Nathan.
Yes, 65,000 thoughts a day.
65,000 thoughts a day. So it's interesting. This kind of discussion is very interesting. Lastly, I heard what Jerry said about affirmation. I know for us men, we rarely think about affirmation. And we really, like, I can speak for myself. I wake up, take my phone early in the morning, and go through SMSs and chats and emails as early as 5. I don't think about it yet. So, but now I've learned something new. I need to go into self reflection for an hour before I begin my day. So for me, it's just to thank everyone who did the session. And for Nathan, and I can also see Mwalimu. We appreciate you also for joining us. And we look forward to more sessions. Nathan, I know I'll speak to you separately so that maybe other things that may be coming up on other forums. So for the organizers, thank you very much. And for everyone else who joined in. So let's have more this kind of discussions more often. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chairman. Yeah, thank you. All right. So before everyone is sign out, Nathan has shared his phone number there, 0724 580 Feel free to call him. I've also shared his social media pages. He shares really impactful information about parenting, mental health, and all that. And as he said, he's also planning he has virtual sessions with children, and a couple of parents here, like Dean has shared, are taking their children through the program. So feel free to engage with him, and he will let you know. And also, if you want to consult him on the mental health side, yeah, call him on that number. So I really, really appreciate you, Nathan, for sharing this gift with us as the alumni. We invited you for the alumni day, and we came all the way to Nyahururu. And with the school, you also curated a one-day boot camp with the children. And from the testimonials we got, the kids loved what you did there, and I'm sure there's a lot of improvement. I saw Mwalimu is here. Mwalimu, salimia watu kabla tufunge. Daniel. Okay. So
I think he
Daniel,
left.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah.
So teacher Daniel. Oh, you're there.
He's
Now,
here.
salimia
Okay.
watu.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. My camera is not all that good, therefore I cannot be able to turn it on. But I'm so happy to have joined the discussion. Nathan, I always feel good when I listen to you. There is a lot I learned from you and also from the others. And there is something special about the alumni. I feel like I'm one of you because I'm always with you wherever you are. And I thank you so much for the link. And I hope we shall be able to learn more. Maybe we have a lot that we need to learn from you. From the school, you are doing well. The pupils are well. I'm tackling about 5 issues with the children, and we are doing well. And I may not have been able to make the club, but I'm following some issues up and down. So all is well. Whenever I need some assistance, then I will call you so that we can have one-on-one chats. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for embracing me as part of the alumni. I'm humbled.
Asante sana kwa hilo. Yes, you are so helpful to the alumni and to Nathan during the mentorship day. And yeah, we look forward to collaborating with the school more and more in future mentorship events. Yeah, so thank you everybody from the bottom of our hearts for joining us. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Mwalimu. Thank you, every alumni. Thank you for sharing the link with your classmates. It was nice. I know you all find a way to engage with Nathan privately, because some issues are not easy to, disclose in the open. So feel free to reach out to him. And this event, this session is brought to you by the Alumni Welfare team, and we endeavor to keep engaging in conversations that help to empower us as an alumni. So if you have any topics that you'd like us to address, whether it's whatever it is, we have a couple of others that we are lined up for August. So we welcome you to join us. So on the 19th, we have a fitness boot camp, which we should be sharing more information about. So we are all about all-rounded health. So it's not just mental health, so physical health will address all those topics. So get your exercise tools and workout gear. We'll be heading to Operation on the 19th, and we'll reveal the facilitators and the people who guide that workout session. So let's come here for let's have fun and get this together. So love you all. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm sorry. Sorry for sorry. But I'd like to say something about this session with Nathan. It's a topic we did not cover on imposter syndrome. So I'm kindly requesting, with your permission and the chair's permission, can we have another session next week so that we can cover? I think we did not exhaust all these topics.
Yeah, but
Yeah, best we can go ahead.
Yeah, because I think we started with questions and we did not cover everything that Nathan had been given, especially on the imposter syndrome. I think we should have another session. So if Nathan is available, I think we can have it.
okay. All right.
Thank you.
I hope we have a recording of this session.
We worked on that. I'll let you know. So we had some challenges with tech. So we got streaming. Yeah. We had some technical challenges when we started the session, so we'll see how to go about that. But I highly encourage everybody. Some of these things require personalized attention, but there are those actually we can address them in this kind of a forum. So for us, it's just to set that precedent that it's okay to not be okay, but also seek help. And we're just here to just open that platform that we have this community to support each other, and we have experts within our alumni community who can come and help us in different things that we do. So yeah, thanks Betty for that. I think Nathan will see which day he can be available to address any topic. And guys, feel free, approach me, just go to my WhatsApp chat, tell me if there's any topic you'd like Nathan to address, maybe in a in-depth way. We'll make sure that mental health is prioritized as part of this forum. So every month we will have a session on mental health, and not just focus on like each other disease, but also giving tips, because life has to go, giving insights and tips on how to live a purposeful life. Yeah, so from the alumni leadership and the committee, we appreciate you all and thank you for staying on until this time and to share the questions. And yeah, I'll just read Nathan's number again for those who may not be seeing the chat box. It's 0724 580 0724 580 and also follow him on social media and support his work. And thank you, Sana.
Thank you so much. It's a blast.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.